What's up with
it? Hey.
Why you laughing?
You laughing. Hi.
Hey, how you doing?
Awesome. It's Wednesday, and Wednesdays are rough for me, so check on me every Wednesday.
Got you. Introduce yourself for the people who don't know who you are.
I am Princess Stormm. I'm a radio personality for Hot104.1. Yeah.
Okay. Making big noise in the city. You have been for what, over 10 plus years?
Something like that, yeah.
Something like that. Yeah. It's been a while.
Yeah, I've been doing radio for like 10 years now. I started off when I was an intern. So,
okay.
Yeah.
How was that journey? Like, how has the company grown since you first came?
So we actually switched companies. We used to be with Radio 1/Urban 1. And we got bought out by a company called Intercom. And then they switched their name. So I work for a company called Odyssey. The journey's been fun. It's a roller coaster. That's the best way I can describe it, to honestly say so. But, I mean, one thing about radio is fair. So I feel like what you put into it is what you get out of it. It's like anything in life, you know what I mean? You go hard, you grind, you see the benefits. You don't, you know what I mean? So my journey has been fun so far. And I'm in my hometown. My story is unheard of. Like, a lot of people honestly don't start at home and grow at home. You always hear, like, oh, you got to leave to make it. Like, for me, that wasn't my case. Like, I was able to, like, really take off in my city. So,
that's good. That's good. What made you initially want to start, I guess, become an intern here?
So I actually never wanted to do radio. This was not a passion or like anything. I always tell people I fell in love with radio. That's the best way I can describe it. I went to UMSL. I graduated from UMSL, University of Missouri St. Louis. And I was actually going to school to be a teacher. I love kids. I love to teach. My son is smart. I'm like ABCs 1, 2, 3s. We got books, flashcards. Like, I was made to be a preschool teacher. But I like to party. You know that movie Bad Teacher? That would have been me. You know what I'm saying? Like, people, mamas would have been mad as hell. Like, this lady coming here. I seen her at the club last night. Why she teaching my kids? Like, the kids would have been like, yes, you get what I'm saying? Them kids would have been like, we see you on TikTok in the shade room. Like, no. So, I definitely changed my major, and my advisor at the time, who worked at UMSL, I told her, like, you know, I was so far in my major, I didn't want to graduate late. That was one of my biggest goals. And she was just like, if you transfer to these classes and do this, you could just be in a communications field. And when this little system populated, like, different things you can do with a communications degree, and radio, media, entertainment, like, things like that kept popping up. And in college, for those who know, like, once you get to, like, your junior year, you could do, like, a practicum. So it was just like, oh, I want to go out, and I want to go out in the field and do something so I don't have to go to class, actually. And I had an intern at the time, and a record label had an intern. 2 places. Hot and Capitol Records both had interns. I applied for both. I got both. And my mom was like, you're not going to LA for a summer. I'm not paying for you to live in LA, because, like, they only gave you the job, but you had to pay for housing, transportation, everything on your own. And Hot, of course, was in St. Louis. And, I just went and did the internship, and I got it. And they hired me.